Never geeking out never looked so good. Two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Wancho and Vibe. Keeping up with the Geek Bros. Never looked so good.
We're on. We're about to podcast. I'm so excited.
Would you agree with me? We're podcasting, bro. Getting ready for the last minute. Getting some last things ready.
I hope the audio works, because we're having problems.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.
What's going on, guys? This is your boy Wancho.
Hey now. This is Vibe.
And it's our 4th episode. What's going on,
Four
guys?
episodes. That means
Episode numero
that's
cuatro.
like a month so far. We've been doing this, and we want to get better each time. I'm so proud of you, Juancho. I can't say it enough.
Yeah, man. I took a while to get at least the template of the podcast.
Oh.
Organized.
I don't have it printed for those who are going to be seeing this on camera. This man took this podcast template to the next level. He might as well write a script for us. It's
even pictures.
brilliant. It's pictures that none of you can see. Not even the people who's watching. But no, kudos to Juancho. This looks amazing. And I'm telling you, by episode 10, this is going to be a totally different show.
We're going to have robots talking throughout the episode.
Very true. Very true. So, quickly.
What's going on with the Geek Girls and Geek Bros this week, Mr. Vibe?
Okay, so this week we're looking at, so far we've released, what have we released this week?
We had to call back on an episode because there was, we'll get to a creative differences situation.
It happens.
There was some creative differences in an episode, which we reamped.
The 3rd episode of the Cosmo arc,
which is now going to be the roasting.
So
arc.
I apologize to anybody who saw the post on Snapchat where it said it's coming on Friday, and it's still, and now we're on Wednesday. It still hasn't come out yet. We're still tweaking it whether we can salvage it or not. If not, move on to the next one. We still have upcoming the 1-year anniversary of the Geek Bros film that Tate's. I'm actually currently working on that. We also have the Geek Bros, Geek Girls crossover. I'm also working on that. Both of them will be brilliant. I don't know if they're coming out this week, but I'm going to get it to you guys as soon as possible.
Yes.
We also have, what else? We're going to be doing another...
We keep talking about Rick and Morty.
Oh, we got Rick and Morty coming up. We're working on a script for that.
The July, we have ready to finish up the script for the filming of...
the Geek Bros movie?
The Geek Bros movie.
Okay. So the Quest of the Lost Borough.
By the 2nd week of July, we should have the script ready to go and ready to film.
Okay. Final thoughts before we get started, Juancho?
Let's get down and dirty.
Final thoughts, Juancho, before we get started?
That's it. That's my final thought of the day.
Final thoughts. We have a special guest. We have a special guest. For those who are watching us on YouTube, you can see that the lovely host
of Geek Girls, aka Vanne, my fiance. That's what I'm saying.
Woo!
She will be coming in later on through the open mic discussion.
Yes, we had a good idea.
A very good topic that a lot of couples and a lot of girls, will like to hear.
Exactly. It's very important stuff. And on that note, Juancho, what are we talking about today?
We have the routine. Well, actually, today we actually have a good podcast. There's no E3. There's no convention. So we have...
So wait. So the last podcast wasn't good?
It was just a whole bunch of E3s.
So no. This time we have a normal podcast, not so video game centric. How about that? All our podcasts are fantastic. So keep listening.
We have comic books out today. We changed from movies coming out this weekend to notable movies that are coming out.
Well, not necessarily notable movies, but relatable movies.
Yes.
Geek-tastic movies. Something about Juancho's childhood.
I decided to make Pokemon a topic of the day because something new comes out with Pokemon every other day.
I don't believe that's true, but carry on.
We have video games out this week, and then we have our hot topics, which we'll discuss throughout the podcast. So we have several, and they're quite very juicy today. So, let's see what's going on.
Well, the juice is loose. Carry on, Juancho.
Notable comic books out today for Marvel. You have Vader 2.
We will, yes. Well, all right. Before we start, let's get into it real quick. So, Juancho,
I told him to go
No, yeah, he demanded that after the day job, I go pick up the Darth Vader. Sorry, I was gonna say Vader
So
down.
down.
I was gonna say Vader
it.
down. I picked up the Darth Vader comic, issue 2. I read it. Juancho just read it. Of course, he completely fanboyed out. Oh my god, it's so great.
It was amazing.
It was okay. I mean, I didn't get it. It was like, it felt like filler to me.
But if you're building up the story, you know, spoiler alerts. You see Vader without a lightsaber, and then you see him one point with the Jedi lightsaber, and he drops it.
A Jedi lightsaber that the clones that were on this particular base had, or they were sent there to categorize it.
What I liked about it, when the clones were just saying they're gonna shut Camino down, you start seeing the change of clones to.
But here's the thing: how much time has passed? Because you're talking about how much time has passed between issue 1, issue 2. Issue 1, he just busted out of the thing. He's like, no, Padme. Then he goes off looking. How did they find out so quickly that they're gonna shut down the clones?
But just like Order 666 happened, it was all a holocron.
But that was an order sent out through all of them. This is a rumor. He was speaking of a rumor. This is a random clone trooper on some
just
distant
like
whatever.
In the galaxy, it spreads really fast.
Okay, fantastic.
I enjoyed the book too. I know you didn't.
No. You see, Juancho's like, you don't like comic books. That's why you didn't like it. That's not true.
Okay,
ending. It felt filler. No, the ending gives me hope. It gives me hope.
You're waiting up to see that final fight between.
But can we agree though that we could have just shortened all that? Let's knock out all these clones and take this lightsaber and gone straight to that. Why do we have to go through all of that?
These are how comic books, bro. They build up suspense. That's why you don't get books
every week. That was filler.
Week.
It was filler. It was filler. You know it was filler. They didn't have to spend so much time. He could have dispatched them in like literally two pages, and you could have gotten the information, and then the other half of the book is him getting to that location, maybe having a discussion with who he's about to meet. But carry on.
But I enjoyed this.
I give it a D.
I give it an A. All right.
More books.
So we have All New Guardian of the Galaxy issue number 4 out. America number 4.
America what?
America number 4.
Is this called America?
America. She's supposed to be the Hispanic superhero. Yeah, she's a Hispanic superhero.
Did they spell America with a K?
Actually, for next podcast, we're gonna get more detail about Hispanic superheroes coming into the Marvel universe, which quite interesting topic.
Well, I only know of 2 of them thus far.
Daredevil 22, Doctor Strange number 22, Iceman 2, Invisible Iron Man number 8, Luke Cage 2. So there's a lot more out. These are just notable ones that I just was hoping to get my hands on. For the DC world, you have Aquaman number 25, Batman 25, Batwoman number 4. And those are the ones notable for me for DC, but there's pretty much more a lot out. See, Vibe is making faces.
No, see, yeah, that's why you guys really should also tune into the to the video recap, which comes, of course, a week afterwards, because I play with the camera.
Vibe hates comic books. He doesn't like.
That is not true. Just because the first comic book store I've been to in 12 years was Tate's. Shout out to Tate's. And the second one I've been through in 12 years is, where did I go?
Past, Present, Future.
Past, Present, Future. Shout out. Doesn't mean I hate comic books. I just don't go ever, and I haven't bought a comic. That's the first comic book I bought.
He hates comic books.
I don't hate comic books.
He hates reading them.
I like audiobooks. Give me an audio comic book.
An audio comic book.
There you go. That's the new thing. Audio comic books. Oh gosh.
Moving on, Mr. Vibe. Moving on.
Yeah, by all means. By all means.
Why? Why is this topic so important?
It's not a topic. We're not doing a topic. What's next?
What's the next topic that we have discussed?
I don't know. We're talking about notable, what you call notable movies coming out this week, or relatable movies, or geek-tastic movies. It's his childhood, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm dreading this movie. I don't know what happened to the series, but
since the first one, yeah. So coming out this weekend is gonna be Transformers.
It's actually not coming out this week. It's already out.
It is?
Yes.
Since when?
It was supposed to release June 20th.
What is today?
June 21st.
It came out on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it was
There's no movies that come out on Tuesdays.
It's out. Look at AMC, look at Fandango, look at MC. The movie's out playing around.
What's come out this weekend is Transformers: The Last Night. Let's take a peek at the trailer.
It started as a legend.
Stop.
That's good. We're done. So that's it. So that's as much as we're gonna go.
It. You know what? You know how I feel about this movie. Vibe. How do I feel about this movie, Vibe?
Yeah. How do you feel about this movie?
Yes.
I'm sure you love it. You're excited for it.
No, I'm not.
Okay. How he really feels about this movie is
I'm disappointed.
Based upon what, Juancho?
Why?
You didn't.
Why didn't they just leave it alone from the beginning? Why do they keep milking it? Why do they have to keep milking the cow? How much more milk can the cow produce?
It depends how much steroids you put into it. And if you can see every explosion is a steroid shot.
Damn it! Let me tell you, they put shitload tons of steroids into this.
And then when they put Mark Wahlberg in it, they jacked it up, you know.
Jacked up.
So much anger. That's an inside joke, guys. You really need to watch the Geek Bros web series on YouTube. Carry on.
I'm not looking for him. I'm being forced to watch this movie just like Batman vs Superman. I will be.
We have to watch it, Juancho. Oh, so yeah. So basically, guys, we will be watching it. We will be doing a video review of it on the original Geek Bros web series. You can catch either on our website or on YouTube. It should come out this weekend because, you know, these are one of those things that we film right after we watch it, so we get it fresh in our mind.
So fresh.
I don't think there's gonna be a skit though, so don't look forward to that. But a lot of comedy with us trying to review what we consider a flawed and dead franchise that they keep making money. I wonder what I gotta look it up, man. How much money did it make? We'll get to that.
Yes.
All right. So, Juancho, Pokemon again.
Ready? 5.
Is there always gonna be a Pokemon segment?
Bro,
forever?
ever since the first podcast, I didn't realize how much Pokemon news there is. Did you know that in Chicago on July 22nd, the tickets are sold out to Pokemon Go Fest?
Okay, what is that?
A festival for Pokemon Go.
Oh my God! What does that mean to me?
It means that you're gonna be able to get tons of Pokemon. See, it's sold out. If you were to go to PokemonGoLive.com/fest, you're gonna get a view of what the festival is going to be about. You catch Pokemon through the day, and they're going to be supposed to releasing the updates during that time for the new e-commerce, I guess.
Okay.
Click on the next link.
Okay, so
there's supposed to be brand new things coming out. For example, one of the notable things that they're saying.
Okay, but wait, where are you getting this from? According to the Business Insider, this is the biggest update in Pokemon Go's history, which is coming. So carry on.
So there's been increase in the gyms. So the gyms has changed. If you were to go now to the gym, you can actually be able to get items through a gym. There's raids.
Raids as in what though? As in battling Pokemon?
Yes, battling Pokemon.
Okay. I see here it says 6 permanent slots can now be filled by controlling a team's Pokemon. What does that mean to me? Was it less than that?
Yeah, it probably was. Yes, it was.
Okay.
There's only one Pokemon that you can go into battle.
Oh, okay. Opposing teams will battle Pokemon based on order they are assigned at a gym, not by CP levels.
And that's something that used to be happening. Before you go to a gym, it was assigned to you based on your level.
Wow.
So
they're kind of making it. They're changing it, but they're making it more toward the way the video games are, because video games you could change the roster.
And you can have co-op gym battles now.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Pokemon lose motivation. Okay, that's interesting.
So,
CP feeds them. Let's see what else this says. Gyms now act like normal Pokestops.
Like
you did say that.
Yep.
You get
badges. You get different badges now as you level up and fight, and eventually earn special items. Now, here's a good thing about whoever was able to get into the festival. You're gonna get exclusive items during the festival for in-game content.
Well, it says here as we go to back to PokeFest. Pokemon, what is this? PokemonGoLive.com. It says enjoy Pokemon Go Fest around the world. If you can't make it to Chicago, stay tuned on how to participate around the world. So, it looks like even though you can't be there specifically, you can still participate elsewhere at different locations. But I guess they'll come back to that. Interesting. So, does this mean we can also tell the fans that we're actually going to have a Pokemon Go update
we will have a
video review
we'll be able to
on
use
the original
all
Geek Girls?
That pre-production you had.
Oh my God! I had a Pokeball reveal the Geek Bros logo. I had a Who's That Pokemon Geek Bros. I had what else did I have? What else did I have? Oh, I had a custom made anime thumbnail of the Geek Bros for this, and I was like, oh wow, so sad. So I'm glad. I thought Pokemon Go was done, but I guess not. Oh, 20 players can join a raid on a raid boss, whatever that means. Is that kind of like the trailer where they showed like everybody was kind of helping to battle?
Yeah. That's probably
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Okay. Good stuff. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it, guys. Look out for the Geek Bros video review of that. We're gonna get more information, and we're gonna talk about it on front of the camera in a regular Geek Bros web series. Look forward to that coming out. No, soon.
Yeah.
We, okay. Carry on.
So that's what's going on with Pokemon. In the video game world,
Bloop, bloop, pew,
yesterday,
pew, pew, pew.
June 20th, we had Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. By the way, I'm playing. Yes, I said I wasn't going to get it, but I did get it.
Is that the MMORPG, whatever?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm addicted to that right now. Dead by Daylight for PS4 and Xbox One. God Wars Future Past PS4 Vita. Dead Rising 4 Super Ultra Dead Rising 4 Mini Golf downloadable content for the PC and Xbox One. Cryptarch PS4. Nex Machina PC and PS4. Dungeon Defenders 2 Linux PC PS4 Xbox One. Rumble Pocket Switch and Cave Story Switch. Today, June 21st, you have Chess Ultra PC PS4 Xbox One. Thursday, June 22nd, you have Oceanhorn Monster of Uncharted Seas. By the way, that game is very fun on the iOS and Android devices. Check it out, Vibe, if you haven't played it.
Absolutely. I'm all about
Get
it.
Even on Friday, June 23rd, Get Even PC, PS4, Xbox One. Now, this game is weird. Like, read the title. Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls. PS4 in Europe.
That sounds sexy.
That sounds very sensual.
Okay, you should have told me we should have brought up the trailer for that.
Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Desperate Girls. It's not gonna let you click it.
Oh, darn it. I'm trying to see if I can bring up the trailer for you guys.
Ever Oasis on 3DS. But I'm very intrigued by that game that's coming out in Europe.
It's only in Europe? It's not going to be ported over here?
PS4 in Europe.
Okay. Let me see. We're going to bring this up for you guys right now, if at all possible. We'll see. This is what happens when we have interesting ideas. What's happening?
An error occur. It's okay.
I think they're taking my stuff. Where is it? Gameplay, review, girls, trailer. Is there a trailer? Probably not.
Probably not.
Well,
what?
Okay. Here it goes, ladies and gentlemen.
Blood, sexual content, strong language, and violence.
Wow.
Rated M for mature.
Enjoy. They all look dead.
Emergency! Riots are breaking out all over Toa City! Take refuge immediately!
What am I looking at?
Hey, you're Komodo not Eddie, right? Right. Isn't that right?
What is that dripping from her forehead?
I had heard this town would be safe, so I came here to seek refuge.
Dad! Mom! Makoto!
If we use that bomb one, maybe we can get them all in one go.
Bomberman. This is a mixture of genres.
Yeah, right?
Can you hear me?
All right, that's enough of that.
That's enough.
Okay, so
This reminds me of a Persona.
you
Persona
ever
4?
played the game The World Ends with You?
Yes.
It reminds me of The World Ends with You, Five Nights at Freddy, and some softcore hentai. I have to be honest with you because I'm telling you, I was that sweat on her brow. I want to hope it's sweat, but that's a game.
She fought a tentacle monster.
I won't lie. I might actually go on what you call it? Rent it. How do you rent it again? What's it called? Game something?
Gamefly?
I'll go to GameFly and rent that just because I'm curious. It looks interesting.
Is that still an active thing, Gamefly?
I don't know. I thought I saw a commercial like 8 months ago. It's gotta be around. All right. It's time for the open mic discussion.
Mike. So, earlier this week, I was thinking, buying a gaming table since I'm starting to get into board games once again. And there's been a company that I've been after to get a gaming table. after I was watching this show by on YouTube called not Dice Towers, crap, where you play board games with famous people. I forgot his name. Wilbert.
I don't remember.
Tabletop. There we go. Tabletop.
Tennis?
No, it's just called Tabletop.
Okay.
And a company, Geek Chick
Gaming tables.
ceased operations.
Okay, so they stopped making gaming tables.
Yes.
Okay.
And these gaming tables range from $1,000 to $5,000, and I'm very disappointed that they have ceased operations and they don't have an explanation as to why. They said, unfortunately, the website
read it.
HQ.com says, it's with great sadness that I must announce Geek Cheek has ceased operations. Despite heroic efforts by many, this outcome is out of our hands. While I am certain there are many outstanding questions, we are currently limited to our ability to respond. I will update this page with appropriate contact information and procedures as they become available. I am forever indebted to those who joined us in this adventure, and I'm absolutely gutted by its end. Robert Gifford.
This sounds like licensing, maybe.
But licensing, like, let me show Vi real quick. Pull up a picture of one of the gaming tables. They look like pool tables, but look at this gorgeous table.
Okay, but what I'm trying to figure out is what.
Look at nice. 5,000.
That's really nice. I mean, that's pricey, but wow.
Look at look at that. All that goes in games. So disappointed.
That's amazing. But I mean, what if this is just making furniture? What could possibly be the issue that could have made them shut down if it wasn't a licensing thing, or maybe distribution, possibly?
Most likely, or they're sponsors. They're not sponsored. They might be owned by a different company. I don't know who probably owns them. But
you're right. Yeah, they probably Vine them.
Yeah. Do it for the Vine.
Do it for the Vine.
So
that's unfortunate. I'm very
disappointed because I was looking for.
I'm disappointed for you, Juancho. I am. And speaking of disappointing news, there is after the tribute to Carrie Fisher, I thought that the Carrie Fisher story was over after they said that she wasn't going to appear in episode 9. Apparently, the story hasn't ended.
So the autopsy shows high levels of none of your damn business.
Of course, we're referring to the news.
There's been a picture on social media coming out saying, if an autopsy report makes you feel different about Carrie Fisher, you never deserved her in the first place. Many people with mental health issues or use drugs to cope. We shouldn't think any less of them. She fought a tough battle. Let her rest in peace.
Okay.
Carrie Fisher was a badass. The end. That's a great example of how I feel.
That is a great example, but you have to understand, though, she was supposed to be a role model. She was supposed to be our princess.
She's still my princess.
Stop. We have to think We have to think logically now. You got to let go of the sentimentality. You got to let go of the Princess Leia. You got to let go of the JJ-itis. You need to.
Shout out to JJ.
Shout out to JJ. But you need to understand that. Does this not break your heart? You know, it has to a little bit.
It kind of like makes me
bit.
feel like, damn it. I know she struggled through it in one of her stand up, but one of her documentaries I saw on Amazon.
Right.
You know, she did talk about it, and you know, man, that's a tough battle.
It is. But again,
shit happens, bro.
When you are an icon, you're held to a certain standard. Yes, you're still a human, you know, but does that hurt the strong woman, you know, ethic? Does that?
I don't think so.
I do though. I do. I'm telling you right now. I bet you if you know any little girls that had Princess Leia up on the wall and their mother read the article, probably walked into that room and said, you know, just a little bit. I'm not against. I love what Carrie Fisher did. I enjoyed her in Family Guy. I enjoyed her in the new Star Wars, the old Star Wars, the few movies she popped up in it. I really enjoyed her as a nun, as in Jane Silent Bob Strike Back. Don't get me wrong. However, that kind of, you know, it does. We had just finished talking about this, how, you know, they leave a legacy.
Yeah. This
is not the best legacy.
No.
You know,
and it's sad, and that's one of the things that disappoint me. Why do we care what the autopsy results were? Why couldn't they just let it be? Why,
but they have to do an autopsy. That's
reality.
reality. And I'm pretty sure everybody was wondering, did they need to release it post mortem? I don't know. I don't know what the purpose of it was, you know, but it is news though.
Yep.
It's news. So as much as I understand people saying, you know, leave Carrie Fisher alone, I understand.
I still let her be.
But you also have to recognize that, you know, as much as she was a feisty gal, she wasn't so what is that now? You know what? You're gonna stop bringing your laptop to these recordings. His laptop either goes off or it makes a sound. But I mean, again, much love to Carrie Fisher, and you know, the Geek Bros miss her. Well, those Geek Bros miss her, but we had to bring it up. It is news.
It's something that has to be brought up and has to be clear.
And on all due respect,
disagree that. You know, I agree with something you said, but at the same time,
no, you're more welcome to disagree with me completely if you'd like, because I understand.
Fisher did leave a legacy, and I mean, even though she had a rough life, she pulled through it. At the end, you know, we never know what was going on.
I understand. I mean, I just bring it up because, of course, if you guys watched, we had our own tribute to Carrie Fisher, where I asked the Geek Bros to please tell me, Geek Bros at the time was JJ. What do we call him? Darth Flex, Garbanzo, and Juancho, and they all gave fantastic reasons why they meant something much to her. So, you know, I have to bring it up because I do want to know how they feel, and I do remember that we spoke to Darth Flex and Garbanzo via our Geek Bros WhatsApp chat. And what was, I know JJ...
They refused. JJ refused. Darth Flex refused. Garbanzo never gave us a response.
Right.
But
yeah,
Darth Flex refused. He says we should just leave her alone, let her rest in peace.
Yeah, he didn't want to.
I agree.
Yeah, he had no interest in even discussing it. Besides, leave her alone. You know, and I said, you know what, absolutely. And so we're gonna have them call in, but it's touchy for them because she meant a lot to them, and you know, they
got to meet him. She got to meet.
Yes, they did. They get to meet him.
We were hoping to get to know her this celebration, but things happen, bro. Life.
Yeah.
Life is the way life is.
Yep.
And talking about other news, Atari. Does anybody remember Atari?
Yeah, they make these video games that aren't really that great.
So Atari is making a console, according to E3 CEO Friedman Chesnes said in an interview with GameBeats at
I would
E3,
like to pause there. We need to make sure that if Juancho is going to say the name, he needs to make sure he knows how to pronounce it before.
This is what I was doing during the day job, and he kept interrupting me and not letting me practice the names.
When did I do that?
Let's just get that clear. He didn't let me practice them because he kept interrupting me with questions. Let's want to get that clear. So this is your fault, Vibe.
Listen, I ask questions because I want to make sure that we are sharp.
So what do you think about that? Atari making a new game console.
Why?
Do you think they're trying to get on that crave of the Nintendo Mini?
The Nintendo what?
The Nintendo Mini, that little NES Mini. The little $60 device that was sold out instantly.
Oh, you mean the miniature version? You think they want to come back with something old school?
An old school.
Is that what they're doing, or are they bringing something new out? What are they saying?
There's no details.
I don't know. I would be more interested in Sega coming back. I'm sorry, guys. I was a big Sega fan, and even though Saturn was the last for me, I never even got to Dreamcast because I figured Dreamcast was gonna go the way of Saturn, which disappeared.
My opinion about that real quick.
Yeah.
Dreamcast was too advanced for its time. That's why it failed.
That's a great topic for another time. I want to write that down because I would love to hear more about that. Or
yes.
Tell me about it right now. Forget it.
No, I'll have to.
No. Oh, you want to research it? Okay. But that was a very.
But I do know that the Sega. That
was a very strong statement to make.
Was very strong. It was too good for its time.
I promise you guys next week we're gonna talk about this because I've never heard of that comment. I just heard it sucked, but that's a very powerful statement. We need to get more into that. We're gonna talk about the Sega Dreamcast next episode. You stay tuned for that. But back to Atari, I don't know why. Here's the thing: you have the Xbox, Sony, you got Nintendo. Everybody's kind of dying, kind of not dying. I don't know about throwing a fourth console in there. I think Atari would have the biggest uphill battle. Unless they brought out something completely revolutionary. They need to have their own version of the Wii. Because the Wii brought Nintendo back from death.
Yeah.
Okay? From the N64, I think it was, right? Is that what that's one?
No, GameCube.
GameCube. Okay? They brought them back and kept them in the fight. So, Atari, if you're going to get out there, what gimmick are you going to give us? Virtual reality?
Give us a gimmick.
Maybe good virtual reality?
Sony has a great virtual
Correct,
reality.
but I'm just saying a game
It better be
changing,
amazing.
a game changing virtual reality. Atari has to be able to. They know now you need gimmicks, additional gimmicks. Atari, I think if Atari's coming out, they probably have cracked the code on legitimate VR gaming.
Crack the code.
So what do you think about that?
I hope that the gimmick is going to be powerful because to compete with these three monsters is not going to be easy. And what Atari has only produced games. You're talking about how them changing from software to hardware.
Well, no, but they started out with hardware there. Remember, they had.
Here, they're playing hardware in the 21st century. They're playing hardware with companies that have been doing it for now years.
Correct. But they've been out of game for a while, and they've been observing.
Here's
I
the thing.
believe they've been observing.
Now, if Atari is going to create a console, and they've been creating software for those consoles, they know what they're looking for to make the console even better. Will we see more teraflops?
You and your teraflops. Teraflop.
I get your teraflop right here.
Okay, yeah. Oh, we should have a thing. Ding ding. That's a good question. I don't think it's gonna be just teraflops. They're gonna have a gimmick. Mark my words. This is Vibe on June 21st
at 6:48 p.m.
6:48 p.m.
Eastern Time.
That I believe that Atari has cracked the code on legitimate VR gaming, and that's gonna be their gimmick to come back. If they have no gimmick, they're not gonna survive because teraflops and graphics aren't enough in this day and age, especially with mobile gaming taking everything by storm and DS.
Tons of DS.
Lots of DS. So much DS for days.
All right, Mr. Vibe. You're a black man, correct?
I'd like to think so.
You're a very black man. Even though
I'm a very black man.
Even though Darflex tends to disagree
Darflex
and thinks you're a white man.
Okay, Darflex says that I am a reversed Oreo with extra Oreo cream. That's what he calls me. So, listen, yes, I am a black man.
This is going to lead us to the next discussion, Black Panther.
That's how you lead into the next discussion?
Yes.
Mr. Vibe, you're a black man. Black Panther. That's basically what you're saying. All right.
Now, before we go, the reason why I asked you is because
you're prejudiced a little bit.
Black Panther has a very powerful black cast.
Okay.
And I can't wait to see this cast.
Me too.
You have Forrest Whitaker, Diane Gurira, Michael B. Jordan, Daniel Kaluuya, Lerida Wright, John Connie, Florence Kasumba, Winston Duke, Angela Bassett, Lupita Nyong'o, Chadwick Mick, Sterling K. Brown. These are very strong actors.
Yes, they are.
And I cannot wait to see them act. And then you have Martin Freeman and Andy Serkis. You know, great actors as well.
Yeah.
But the cast they pulled up, I mean, Marvel and Disney keep pulling these casts out of like thin air.
Well, it's not out of thin air anymore because now.
No, I know they're not thin air,
No.
but they're oh my god! I can only see what the future holds. For example, I know this is completely different, but the Mulan movie they're making. I'm talking about cast.
Castices?
Castices. The cast that they're pulling into these movies are very strong.
But you know what though? It's obvious. I mean, they're
going
Iron
for
Man.
the prime ribs.
Hold on, Iron Man did wonders for Robert Downey Jr. It turned him around and made him a hot commodity. Everybody saw that and said, "Holy crap! I want to be in a comic book movie." So everybody's gonna want to do it. I think right now Marvel is probably beating people away from like, no, we don't want you right now, please. Okay, we want black people. Let me stop.
No, but
okay,
let's go ahead and click the trailer.
Let's listen to the trailer and we're gonna continue talking.
All right.
Tell me something. What do you know about Wakanda? It's a third world country. Textiles, shepherds, cool outfits, all a front. Explorers have searched for it. Called it El Dorado. They looked for it in South America. But it was in Africa the whole time. I'm the only one who's seen it and made it out alive.
Remix.
I can see you.
That's the jam.
The world
You saw Forrest Whitaker.
there only be the conquered and the conquerors. You are a good man with a good heart. And it's hard for a good man to be a king.
Yeah. That's how we do it. I'm a black man. Okay.
God, I'm so pumped for that movie.
Listen, that
This movie
forget that.
has
Did
to-
you step into
Oh,
the spotlight? That was is my jam right now. I'm telling you, it's hot. But
So much anger.
Okay, let me tell you right now. When I first heard that beat drop in this trailer, I was like, "What?" I was doing a little bit of this, a little bit of this. I was like,
It's
"What?"
the Harlem Shake.
Dude, I did the J step to this. I mean, forget just the trailer, but the music they use, fantastic.
I'm telling you right now, this movie is going to be amazing. The cast, the story, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I am 110% excited.
No, I'm excited too. I personally enjoyed Black Panther and how they handled his introduction in the MCU in Civil War. He was badass. No other way I can say it. I have to say it as a badass because I was impressed with his acting, impressed with his gravitas, impressed with his the choreography, his fighting style. Yeah. The way he was whooping the Winter Soldier up, that was off the chain. He was beating dudes behind, even without the suit on. All right, so I'm just saying.
Powerful cast, man.
Very powerful. Very powerful.
And I hope they the trailer shows us what the real movie's about. And I just this is a good part. Hope the whole movie itself.
Well, I mean, listen, Marvel is taking a huge stab. You know, this is. I mean, it looks like there's gonna be a little bit in the cities, but it looks like a good chunk of the movie is gonna be in this fictional African country with same traditional garbs that they have there. There's certain things like that. I was like, wow, they're really going in on it.
Yeah,
they said, if we're gonna do Wakanda, we're gonna do Wakanda. Okay.
Yeah, let's not just do our version of Wakanda. Let's go in there and do the research.
Exactly.
Let's do it right.
This is the exact opposite of whitewashing. That's all I can tell you. Is that it's beautiful. The clothing is beautiful. It's it's got like
colorful.
It's colorful. It's colorful. But when I first looked at it, I said, look.
But it's a futuristic colorful. Have you noticed that the movie itself tends to look more futuristic, but yet still look old school, not old school.
No, grounded in the culture.
In the culture.
But that's what I'm saying is that they said that Wakanda is a reclusive, hidden city, but it's way more advanced than anything else on the planet. So they have all the technology,
and yet
they're hidden around
to the culture, which I seen the people with the piercing, especially the scene with the guy with the big piercing. Looks African to me.
I remember when I first saw it, I said, look at them taking a page out of Coming to America. Look at them. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I was like, there you go, Marvel. I'm so proud of you. I was looking for James Earl Jones to say something about Zamunda. So, but I was very impressed with the set designs, what we've seen so far. And Chadwick Boseman, he's a very powerful guy. The way he talks, the way he acts. So I'm actually rather interested. What do you expect though? From the story wise, what do you think? I mean, how do you feel? Okay,
I think there's going to be another origin story to prepare the character.
Well, they already did his origin.
No, they didn't.
They did.
Oh, they did a part.
That's how it became.
But now they're going to focus it more on him, because this movie is supposed to take place, if I remember correctly, and correct me guys if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is supposed to come out after Part 1 of Infinity Wars.
Oh,
then leading that movie into the second part of Infinity Wars Part 2. I don't know still if this movie, the Infinities, has been separated into, if they've been combined, but according to the last setup of the movies, Black Panther comes out between Infinity Wars 1 and Infinity Wars 2.
Okay, but is this gonna be a chronological order, or are they gonna do what they did with Guardians of the Galaxy? Guardians of the Galaxy is not chronologically. It takes place 4 months after the end of Guardians 1.
Exactly. So, I wouldn't know to tell you.
So
we'll have to wait to see.
Because it looks like he's coming home. Can we assume that maybe chronologically this takes place after Civil War, or is it in between?
I think it's in between.
Or is it in between the end of Civil War and then that credit scene where he's with Captain America?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
And speaking of that, do we expect any Marvel cameos? Do you get to see Captain America?
I'm pretty sure we'll see Captain America.
Are we gonna see a frozen Bucky Barnes?
We'll see I'm pretty sure we'll see Winter Soldier. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Captain America.
Why do you think so? I don't think so.
Well, I don't know what comes of the story. I haven't know what the plot is.
I know.
It's
very true.
Mysterious
it is
plot,
mysterious.
You don't know. I don't know much about Black Panther and its story, so.
Because Juan doesn't like comics.
I love comics.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think we might see the research facility that Bucky Barnes is frozen in. We might even see him frozen in there, just as a wink and a nod. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if we're gonna. And if we do see them, like, because you see how you see Captain America popping up in as a little glimpse in Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
If he's there, how central is he gonna be there? Because you've got the guy, what's the name? Everett Ross, is that his name? Going to Wakanda, and kind of like, aren't they still looking for the Rogue Squadron? The Rogue Squadron, the Rogue crew of the Avengers, Captain America's team. Are they still looking for them? Why is he going over there? How do they capture the one-handed guy? What's his name again?
Bucky?
No,
I don't know.
the central antagonist. When Ultron cut off his hand.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that.
I don't remember the bad.
Mind you, we tune into this for Juan to give us the facts. I just react to the facts, and he's
reacting well.
He's kind of killing it for me. But Black Panther, I'm actually very, very excited. Blackness aside, and I look forward to it. I think it's gonna be very, very, very good. And Juancho, wait, El Dorado. How do you feel about that?
I like how you changed it.
El Dorado is a South American myth. Is it either the Mayas or the Aztecs? How do you, one of those two? Mayans? I don't know, but how do you feel?
Mexican Mayans.
How do you feel about them taking that and saying no, it wasn't South American, it was an African thing all along?
Peruvian Aztecs. I think it's Aztecs.
Aztecs?
Either one. It's a mythological legend that there's a golden city in South America. Which I love what they did to it. Why? Because what if the actual golden city is actually in Africa, which was, people said, oh, it's in South America to prevent the true location. So it makes sense on why they will say they changed it to Africa. To make it different, make the story a little bit more different. Be like, oh, so that's where it could possibly, make people think.
Okay, well, we're gonna as we get more information about the plots and more trailers. We're gonna, of course, this is gonna come back again in a future podcast, and of course, we will film a review when it comes out, because that's how we do. But switching from the MCU to the DCU, and real briefly, I know we talked about this last time. Wonder Woman made a killing, and from what I read, that the studios is a little concerned because Wonder Woman stole the show. Now they want to put more Wonder Woman in it. Does Wonder Woman's success, being so far technically the only commercial and critical success so far of the DCU, will that affect the Justice League and the DCU further on? Juancho.
Yes, it will.
Meaning?
They will have every other actor that's going to be playing that part going to have to step on their game then, because Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot did an excellent job, and the way that they filmed the movie, the way that the story went, they're going to have to match it, and it might hurt them. Because the tone of Wonder Woman hurt them at the beginning. Huh? Did I say it's going to hurt them at the beginning, right? Yeah. Because if you think about it, now your pressure is on to make sure that the next movie is even better. True, but I'm saying the tone of Wonder Woman compared to all the other ones, except for what they tried to do with Suicide Squad, were darker, more serious. This one was more light. There was a lot more comedy. There was drama in it, but it wasn't that dark. Of course, the tones were still kind of muted. But I think they're going to struggle. What do you think this is going to do for the Justice League? Because I hear now they're trying to fit more of Wonder Woman in because, oh my God, Wonder Woman was hot. People love Wonder Woman. They should have just left it alone the way it is. What? They should have just left the movie the way it is, not add any more. But all the studios always react to what's profitable, and so far, Wonder Woman is profitable. Like I said, we have to see the movie to be able to give the opinion to that one. Well, of course, we're just talking. We're spitballing. I just say yes. It was going to hurt him. Well, that's
unfortunate. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm still kind of concerned about Justice League. But speaking of being concerned about a future movie, Juancho?
Yes. The president of Lucasfilms.
Donald Trump?
Kathleen Kennedy. The untitled Han Solo film will move forward with a directorial change.
What?
Creative differences.
Wait. You say you backed that up because you kind of just like glossed over it. Say that again?
The untitled Han Solo film movie will move forward with directional change.
So the directors are out.
Phil Lord and Christopher Miller are talented filmmakers who have assembled an incredible cast and crew, but it's become clear that we have differences, creative visions on this film, and we've decided to part ways. A new director will be announced soon. This was said by Kathleen Kennedy, president of Lucasfilm. This is on their Star Wars page. More rumors have been surfaced as I see in social media that they were fired.
It's you know what? It's possible. I mean, but you have to understand something. These two directors, they did 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, and the Lego Movie. Great movies, pure comedy. And are we gonna assume that maybe that they wanted something a little bit more edgy, and of course they're leaning in towards more comedy?
Or is it Star Wars being one to make sure the canon stays true to the canon and not ruin it?
Well, canon necessarily, or just story beats, that they want these story beats. My problem is that, from my understanding from an article I read on filmslasher.com, that there were only 3 weeks left of principal photography. So either they left, they quit, or they got fired 3 weeks before they were done filming everything. You know what's left for 3 weeks? That's a lot of the movie already filmed. So what are they gonna do? Are we talking about reshoots? Are we talking about delaying the film? Even though they say they're not delaying it.
No, they say they're not delaying it. It's still scheduled for
Correct.
May 18th release.
But this is kind of akin to what happened to Edgar Wright on Ant-Man.
And Ant-Man was a great movie.
It was a great movie. However, he came off the project before they started filming.
Yeah.
So you're talking about it's like this.
If they get another director to do it, they're going to make sure the director is able to handle something like this. And I think the rumors were that they're going to get the director for Rogue One because he felt some type of way that he didn't get to film.
Yeah, but I don't want to take the reins on something that's pretty much there's 3 weeks left. I'm gonna go sit down and direct for 3 weeks, and everything else that was directed wasn't by me.
Maybe the ending.
That's pretty much it.
But maybe the end, the way that the story went well and everything. Maybe the ending is they can't get an agreement on the ending.
Possibly, but I don't know. But I think it's they could have just waited. They should have stuck it out there. Both the studio and or the directors or whatever really happened. 3 weeks left, Juancho.
If I'm gonna be directing a Star Wars movie, best your ass that I'm gonna be saying yes sir, yes ma'am. To be lucky to be able to direct a Star Wars movie.
Hold on now.
Profitable.
Hold on now. For a Star Wars movie to be lucky to be directed by me, okay? What are you talking about? Are you serious? No. You be lucky to have a Star Wars movie directed by me. Not lucky that I'm directing a Star Wars movie, okay? I'm gonna put my input in it. I'm a director. I'm not gonna I mean, you're not gonna follow the bullets. I mean, you are. You have studio mandates. We know that you want plot points. But as long as I'm getting the plot point out, why does it matter exactly how it's getting out? If I want to be a little more, coming. As long as they walk through the door, does it matter if they walk through like a sloth or do the stanky leg out? That's the question.
Do the stanky leg.
Okay.
Do the stanky leg.
But we'll bring more updates on this when it comes through. But I want to officially say that, Juancho, I have a bad feeling about this.
I do too, but it's okay though. You know why? It's a trap!
It's a trap.
Rumors! There's so many rumors out there. Yeah.
I quit.
A new trailer for Star Wars has been rumored.
Which Star Wars? There's so many Star Wars.
For the new...
The Last Jedi?
The Last Jedi.
Okay.
Because
I am the Last Jedi!
San Diego Comic-Con, or D23, that's Disney's convention. Supposed to be released in July, a new trailer. So we'll see if that's true. I'm looking for a new trailer. After that trailer at Star Wars Celebration, I want another one.
The Jedi.
Another one.
Have to end.
Another one.
Alright. I like one that shows a little more story. And
so many rumors.
So
all I like is rumors.
So
in a galaxy far, far away.
Before I take my leave, okay?
Take your leave.
Before I take my leave, I want to go back to the beginning. Before there was even a Geek Bros, web series, there was Juan and Jason. We met each other at the day job. instantly clicked. This man decided to drag out the geekiness of me, and all of a
I
sudden,
didn't drag it. I forced it out.
Yeah.
Get over here.
yeah, exactly, he just dragged that out. So we started hanging out, and we would go to movies dressed in the same shirts. That was the idea. It was awesome. And then Juancho decided to start dating again. Okay, and then apparently I met her before too. Apparently, there in the beginning there was some concern about what impact this new relationship was gonna have on our newfound geekiness.
The significant other didn't want.
Yes,
They didn't like us wearing the same shirt.
Yeah,
she felt weird about it.
She felt some kind of way about it, and Juancho and I, before the Geek Girls even existed, we thought there was a threat to it. But believe it or not only did she tolerate it, well, she went from intolerance to tolerance. She went from tolerance to embracing it, and is now even the host of her own geek show through this studio. That is a huge turnaround, and you don't get that very often in relationships when they want to change. I would love to introduce Vanne, and she's going to discuss that transition period and give us tips for those in this situation, both men or women in new relationships where you find that your other partner is really into the geek culture, and how you can either embrace or even accept it.
So
ladies and gentlemen,
let's give a round of applause for Vanne.
For those of you watching us, we're switching. Look, I'm gonna pull out the table. Look at it.
Hello, everyone.
Look at it. Putting out the table. Yeah. Okay.
So we have next to me now.
Closer. Closer.
Vanne. She is my significant other, who has learned to tolerate my craziness and geekiness throughout the 3 years, and I have not put a.
Has it been 3 years?
Yes, it has.
My God.
No, it hasn't.
It's been 3 years next month.
August.
Well, hold on now. Vanne, by all means, greet everybody.
Hey, everybody.
You have to
I'm part
introduce
of-
yourself.
You already introduced
I
me.
know, but I want you to introduce yourself. They want to hear your smooth, buttery voice.
I'm Vanne
From
the Geek Girls.
the Geek Girls. Woo!
I hate him.
You guys are weird.
So yes, so we potentially put a threat to the Geek Bros and the Geek Bro brand and anything related to the Geek Bros.
Well, I mean, before the brand existed,
much threat.
but I would love.
So Vanne, tell us.
Yes.
How were you able to embrace it? What things were you able to do? Tips to give out to the audience who might be in the same situation of how to get their significant others to accept them the way they are without changing them.
Well, give us some background.
Well,
Okay.
I kind of changed it a little bit.
Well, how so?
How so?
Well,
Please,
let's bring it up first.
Our first geek event was SuperCon of last year.
Okay.
He wanted to go dressed up.
Okay.
I told him, no way.
Are you the one that ruined that?
Yes.
Wait a minute. You didn't. Yeah, you have to talk to the mic, directly to the mic. Okay. Wait.
I changed it.
I didn't know that because I thought
Yes.
Juancho just chose not to dress up.
I told him not to dress up.
Why not?
Because it's too weird.
How is it too weird? Did you go to that convention? Did you see? And I dressed up. I was Sora, and it looked really off on camera.
I told him to dress up. I wasn't gonna go if he was dressed up.
Why is that?
It's just too weird.
Okay. At the time.
No, I tolerate his geekiness. I tolerate it. Do I like it as much? No.
Okay.
So, yes, I'm a geek in a certain way.
Okay.
I won't dress up for Comic-Con. I won't dress up for the movies.
Okay.
But I'll go to the things dressed as myself.
Okay, well that's a compromise.
Yeah.
But you allowed him to dress up with yours truly for Star Wars The Force Awakens.
And she liked it.
Okay, and we went in our little onesies and you let that happen. That happened, everybody.
Did I go?
You didn't go.
Okay then.
So you're trying to say
as long as I'm not there.
Okay, all right.
I'm
so,
good.
but you went to SuperCon. Okay, you went to SuperCon. You saw everybody else there. A good 1/4 of the attendants, if not 1/3, were dressed up.
We're dressed up.
So now that you've experienced that, and you even experienced Juancho's partner in crime dressed up as well, still doing his thing and getting mad love from everybody. will you consider letting Juancho dress up for the next one and you being
If
there?
he wants to go dressed up, he will go on his own.
I don't think so. She's saying that right now, but
He
after
would
she
go
saw,
on his own.
she's saying that right now. She definitely was
We
gonna
would
go.
go our separate ways and meet up after.
But okay, so what's the difference between you being seen with me dressed up and you being seen with Juancho dressed up? But by the way, only you two know, well, me too, but only we know that you two are engaged. Nobody else knows that. So you are still in the presence of a dressed up weirdo following him around with a camera.
It's just him.
But then that makes no sense then, because then it's more of a possession. But you have to realize you're not going to a family outing. You're going to a bunch of strangers. They don't know you're together.
I think she's embarrassed that I'm gonna be dressed up. But
This is not the topic. What happened to tolerating?
yes, you're not tolerating it.
It's tolerating.
Tolerating means you're accepting it and you're dealing with it.
Yeah. It means
So-
that so what you're saying, you're telling us the exact opposite, that you're
Correct.
tolerating it, you're embracing it as long as it appeals to your own
So let's say
practicality.
Let's say now that we're in
Compromise.
this episode. Next convention, which is coming up in July here in South Florida,
I will not be dressing up.
you will not be dressing up, but I bought a very expensive Sith outfit.
I didn't know about
I'm
that.
gonna be putting on.
I did not know about that.
Well, of course, you're not going to wear that one time. Did you see what we looked at Star Wars Celebration?
Celebration.
Shameless plug. We looked amazing, and
We
those were
did.
expensive costumes.
Yes, they were.
Okay.
So I'm definitely gonna be wearing
And
my
I don't know
Jedi
if you saw that
outfit.
picture of Juancho looking at the camera with the hood on. That was amazing.
I embrace my dark side.
Okay.
I'm stressing out here. I'm stressing out.
I don't know. I don't think. I mean, I think it's weird that you'd be okay being seen with me in public, not with the same
So
people.
I'm just not dating you.
You're not dating me, but that's a personal thing. You'd be embarrassed because of what the public is seeing.
Yeah.
But the public don't know you guys are dating.
Exactly.
For all they know, the public thinks me and you were dating, and I was one dressed up. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
If you look at it from an outside perspective,
They don't care.
it's only what's in your head, and only you know.
That's something that I like about the geek culture when you're surrounded by them. They don't care what
They
you
don't
do.
care, and they give you mad
They
love.
embrace
Okay?
it, and they give
You
you
were there.
mad love.
How many times did I walk by? What's going on, Zora? That's a good costume. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I think she's gonna learn to embrace that part. But I think other than that, me dressing up. What about the Star Wars obsession and the video game obsession? Because you were never. Yes, you have a brother, but you were never, that much into it as now. I think I brought you into this geek culture itself.
Well, I've never been into Star Wars. I watched only one movie. We've tried to watch the whole 7 movies.
We tried to.
We tried to.
we didn't make it past movie 2.
No.
Not even past. We didn't make it past the little droid coming out of the ship. in
No,
the
we
beginning.
were at Attack of the Clones. We were like, listen, we gotta go, man. Those
I don't think we
good
even,
cupcakes.
I don't even think we made it the 5 minutes of the first movie.
She just can't get into it.
I can't.
But
I like the last movie.
No,
Force
honestly, talking
Awakens?
seriously.
Yes.
Okay. What did you see Rogue One?
Did we?
Yes, you saw Rogue
Did you
One.
like Rogue One?
I don't even remember.
Fantastic. That's the answer I want to listen to because Rogue One sucks.
So how have you been able to accept it and embrace it?
I've accepted it because you have to accept the person that you're with. So I'm accepting it. Do I enjoy it sometimes? Yeah.
Well, you have to. You're
have
the
to.
host
I
of your
have
own. You're the host of your own
Exactly.
show. I mean, I would
What
think-
about it's the not much about accepting, but being able to not change the person, because that's something that a lot of people have trouble with, especially that I've known friends who've lost relationships because their significant other has tried to change them from that and made them who they really are not. And you have not changed me that much, other than
I'm not trying to.
and that's something. What are you doing to try not to change?
I'm trying to enjoy doing the same things as you. Even though I don't like to, I have to do them.
So if
Well,
you
you
were
don't have
speaking
to.
to somebody,
you choose
what
to do that.
If we don't compromise in doing each other's activities, we will never see each
Right.
other.
So if you guys don't compromise in doing each other, right?
So real quick, what advice would you give somebody right now who is going through what you went through in the beginning?
I'll give you an example. We went to Shania Twain concert.
Okay.
Did you want to go?
Not really.
You went. How did you like it?
I liked it. I actually ended up joining the concert a lot.
Exactly.
Up.
So you enjoyed it. Do you like country music? No. Would you probably go again? No. But
that was a good concert, though, by the way.
But you went.
Yeah. So the question again is, what advice would you give somebody that's in this situation? What would you tell them?
To do what your significant other wants to do.
Well, and within moderation. What we're trying to say is that okay. So you when you met Juan when you when you guys got together.
Well, I've known Juancho for 13 years. I met him when I was 14.
Right, and then you came. So when you got back around, you met this ruggedly handsome, swarthy, okay, eligibility rep, okay, and he had this friend, and they were going dressed as twins
to the movies,
to movies, to geek movies, and posting it, and having sushi together, and posting it. Okay,
I remember that picture,
right?
And I literally told him, "What are you doing?"
So did many people, right? So, but it carried on, and instead of running away from him, or trying to put a slash on it, even to the point where you even understood that, listen, this is a Geek Bros outing. This is just me and Juan, okay? What thought process did you go on and say, okay, listen, this is it, right? This is one of these major things here. I'm going to do what now? I'm going to meditate. I'm going to woosah. What did you, when you were faced with that situation, like, okay, this is gonna be part of his,
world.
Your world. There was you had to come to some kind of conclusion in your mind how you decided to carry on with this man up until being engaged.
I said, what did I get myself into? Because I wasn't that geeky until much further.
Yeah, because Juan brings that out of everybody.
So I was like, what am I doing? What am I getting myself into? I've known him for a long time, but we've never been that close to knowing what each other likes and dislikes and all that stuff. So I went completely crazy, but I talked to him about it, and we kind of got into an understanding.
Okay, so communicate with your partner.
Big.
Okay, that's one. So communicate with your partner.
Yeah.
Set boundaries. Have that dialogue, and then find a common ground. I would assume that you guys did, and I'm pretty sure, and it's obvious that you also not only just set boundaries and you set common grounds, but you also tried to make his passion yours.
Yeah.
And that's really what you did. You made his passion yours in your own way. Not only that you can embrace it, but that you can participate on your own.
If I wouldn't have done that, I don't think we would have been together as long as we have been.
I totally agree. And I applaud you.
Clap, 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 clap.
Vanne.
Yes.
Thank you for coming to our show today.
We really appreciate it.
Why are you kicking me out?
We're not kicking you out. We're over an hour now. We're getting our alarms. They're playing the music. Da, 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 da.
It was a pleasure having you. Hopefully you can join us back again on Keeping Up with the Geek Girls.
Before you go, is there any Geek Girls upcoming things you want to just plug out right there that's coming up soon?
We have the Wonder Woman with Geek Bros.
Yes.
We have...
Can you really quick, give your opinion upon that? Now, that was the first time the Geek Bros and the Geek Girls were in the same room at the same time discussing something, a movie, and you were heavily involved in it. What was your impression? Now, they heard our impression of it. What was your impression of that 2-part crossover, besides the fact that it was raining in a long film session?
It was long. I enjoyed it.
It was a spirited debate, that's for sure.
I enjoyed it because I was with him, and we were doing stuff together. It wasn't separated from Geek Bros and Geek Girls. It was us together.
Yeah, being on screen for the first time
First-
together since
first
that little
time
quick,
together.
since that first clip that from
So
a while ago.
It was interesting.
Did you guys sit next to each other? No, you weren't. You weren't.
We,
You weren't.
we didn't sit us together.
I did that on purpose. I didn't want them canoodling on camera. Instead, Juan was canoodling with Darth Flex. You little bastard.
So much canoodling.
But it was a spirited debate. Now, you guys introduced a new cast member.
Casey.
By all means, what was your impression of her?
I liked her. I think we won the debate because of her.
Listen,
I'm
not gonna comment. I want you guys to watch it first. You guys let you know.
Casey
I'm not going.
Jason.
She destroyed Jason because Jason, aka Vibe, was the only one holding his ground. All I saw was
Vibe
canoodling.
got destroyed.
Yeah.
Vibe. Darth Flex has one
destroyed
show.
you.
She did. She
Geek Girls won that one.
She did well. Big ups to Casey. All right, so let's final thoughts, Vanne, before we close up shop.
We should do this again.
We should do this again, by all means. Thank you for stopping by.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.
All right.
And I will see you
tonight.
Tonight.
Woo! All right, guys. Thanks for listening to Keep It Up with the Geek Bros. Don't forget to check out our recap videos, which comes out a week later afterwards. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play. Juancho?
Also check us on Instagram at Geek Bros. That's with a 0. On YouTube, Vibe Studios.
Well, yes. Geek Bros is a proud production of Vibe Relation Studios. So you can check us out on the fan page, facebook.com/VibeRev Studios or VibeRevStudios.com. Of course, all these links are going to be there.
And we'll also be on WeBeGeeksPC.com.
Yeah, that's actually where one of the places you can get this up front and full quickly before you get it anywhere else.
Yep, and if you have a mobile device, like you said, iTunes and Google Play.
Listen, we're the Geek Bros. We're everywhere you want to be.
If you Google us, we will be there.
Geek Girls.
Well, yeah, Geek Girls. We're everywhere the Geek Girls want to be.
And this is Juancho.
This is Vibe and
Vanne.
Woo! And we're having a blast.
And this is Geek Bros.
Geek Bros.
Good night, everyone. Yeah.